Hey everybody, Coach Sean here. Welcome to another follow along workout where the goal is always to keep you strong, functional, and healthy. Today is a special workout because I'm introducing you the concept of using 2 kettlebells. The lifts are almost identical, but we're just using an extra weight as opposed to 1. Now, if you don't have 2 kettlebells, don't worry about it. You can follow along. You're just going to need to do double reps. So 5 on one side, 5 the other, as opposed to 5 total using 2. No big deal. The warm-up's going to be a little different today, but following that, after we do our diligence, nourish our joints and muscles, and prepare ourselves for the training ahead, it's going to be 30 minutes continuous, a 30-minute AMRAP. But again, the goal is to use 2 kettlebells, so you are going to be taking frequent breaks, practicing with the utmost diligence, total control of the movements, perfect posture, perfect tension in the muscles, and really focusing on hard muscle contractions. This workout in particular is a muscle building exercise. If you are thinking this workout is going to be easy, it looks easy on paper, but it is the furthest thing from that. We're doing 5 deadlifts. Right? If you're using a single bell, you're going to do 5 each arm. We're going to get into 5 cleans, right? Where we're hiking it back, bringing it up to the rack position, tightening the core. Nothing you haven't done before. We're going to do 5 presses. That's a full body effort to focus on our shoulders, our upper body, and to really tense the midsection and glutes, anchor yourself to the ground. Then we're doing 5 pull-ups. So if you have a TRX or you use the bed sheet, that is what I would recommend. You need to take breaks for this. I'm not going to do all of them as a circuit. I'm going to do one at a time, taking short little breaks in between. And the goal is to do as many good reps as you can in 30 minutes. Not an easy feat. So get yourself a sheet of paper and track how many you do, because when you revisit this workout later down the road, you can compare notes, okay? This is a wicked one. We're gonna get started with our warm-up. Phase 1, joint mobility in 3, 2, 1, right now. Standing nice and tall, looking side to side. Starting from the head and neck and working our way down. Make sure to breathe. Try to relax with this. Own your posture. This is not strenuous activity at the moment. Just loosening up the head and neck. And now chin to chest and look straight up. We're going through all the major joints in the body. Excellent work. Now ears to shoulders. Really try to isolate the neck. Stretching out the sides of the neck here. These are typically very, very tight for myself. Beautiful. Working your way down, big shoulder circles. Bring them up towards the ears, down towards the hips in these circular motions. Thinking about the collarbone and the shoulder blades. Range of motion will improve with consistency and time. And go ahead and switch directions. Same thing, big circles. One arm stays straight, same leg goes back. The heel stays off the ground in this staggered stance, and we're going to do big backward circles like this. Do the best you can. If it doesn't look like mine, that's okay. Try to bring the bicep close to the ear. Make sure to breathe. We're stretching out the hip a bit and the shoulder. Go ahead and switch directions. Smooth circles. Keep that arm straight. Excellent work. Same thing for the other side. Switch sides, stagger the stance, back heel stays up. The arm is straight, we're going backwards circles. . Try to relax with this as best you can. Beautiful. And go ahead and switch directions. Keep that chest high. Excellent. Arms out to the side. Bring one hand behind the head and the other hand on the small of your back. Now, this doesn't have to be perfect. This is a good shoulder assessment. This will loosen up the shoulder joints, work a bit of coordination, and get a little bit of mobility going. Standing nice and tall. Try to relax with this one. A little bit more challenging for most people. Excellent work. Keep those hands out to the side. Slight knee bend. We're going to pivot as shown. Pivot on that back foot. Getting into a little bit more dynamic warm-up here. This is our golf swing. This is like a shot in hockey or a boxer punch. Good little rotation drill. Nice work. Feet flat, hands on the hips, big circles with the pelvis. Make sure to breathe. We're working our way down the chain, working the segments of the body. Switch directions, same thing. Nice job. Feet together. A little bit of a toe touch, reach down, and then up towards the sky. Your knees can be slightly bent the whole time. Does not have to be perfect. We're just loosening up the spine, doing some basic toe touches and overhead reach. Excellent work. Widen up the stance, shoot the hips back, reach for the floor. This is an adductor stretch. Stretching out the inner thighs, keep the chest high, back flat as best you can. Use whatever range of motion your body will allow. Stretching out the inner thighs. Nice. Stationary march. Driving the one knee up, reaching back with the opposite arm. Keep your core tight, tall spine. If you were to put this in fast forward, it would look like a 100-meter sprint. Excellent. Using whatever space you have available, slight side-to-side steps here. Stay light on the feet. Slight knee bend, core tight. Into the back pedal. This could be walking backwards if it has to be. Be very careful of your surroundings. Stay light on the feet. Almost done here. Excellent work. Great work. Hopefully you're feeling good. I know I always do after that. Little bit of core activation now. We're not doing any crawls, so there you go. A little bit of core activation just for safety reasons and to mentally prepare for what's coming next. So listen to my cues, light up that midsection, and then we're starting to train. Flat on our back. Get the legs up, and we're going to do a modified crunch, bringing the elbows towards the knees as you breathe out. This is the same idea as our dead bug, except we're getting that eccentric and concentric muscle contraction of the midsection. Nice work. Excellent. Get the hands behind the small of your back, legs straight. Raise them up to 90 degrees if you can as you breathe out. Focus on tensing the midsection. If you feel this in your back, bend the knees a little bit more and keep going. The same movement, just with a bit more of a knee bend if you have to. Nice work. Go ahead and roll into push-up position. We're going to do mountain climbers. The knee's going to come out to the side, clear the elbow, and we're going to alternate that the whole time. Pretend like you're balancing something heavy on your back. Stay tight. The knees come out to the side and clear the elbows. Nice. Doing this for 2 rounds. Great job. Flat on your back one more time. Legs in the air. Fingertips on the temples. Bringing those elbows towards the knees as you breathe out. Tense the core. Almost done. Fantastic. Hands underneath the back. Legs straight if you can. Think about that midsection as you raise them up towards the sky here. Remember, bend the knees if you have to. Make sure to breathe. Stay tight. We're activating our core muscles to get ready for our training. Excellent work. Flip over into push-up position. Elbows out towards, knees out towards the elbows. Keep the elbows where they are. There we go. Looking good. Always visualizing something heavy pushing you down towards the ground. So you need to engage that core. Beautiful. Starting it up, this is all real time today. There's no edits, 30 minutes continuous, okay? Here we go, starting with the deadlifts. You saw there, I stopped at 3 because any more I probably could have got, but I want to keep the quality high. And yes, my heart rate's quite elevated. I got 3 good reps, might get more in the next couple rounds. 3 to 5 is the rep range for all of this, okay? deadlifts are feeling easier already on that second set. Warmed up, primed up, ready to go. I'm not waiting till I'm fully recovered, but I'm certainly not going in from exercise to exercise, except the clean and press. Because I'd rather not clean it again and then get into my presses. That felt way better. Cleans were much crisper, much sharp. Presses felt pretty good too. Just for context, I am using two 88-pound kettlebells for my deadlifts. I'm using two 65 pounds for my cleans and my press. No matter what it is you're using, treat it like it's heavy, even if it's not. Focus, rest when you need to. Only good reps matter. might notice on my press, I'm holding it up overhead for a few extra seconds. This is a great strategy to practice your shoulder stability and mobility and your tension control in the trunk muscles, but it also allows you to get a few extra breaths in, which was my strategy. A little trick I learned somebody's book, either one of Pavel's or Jeff Newport's or something like that. But really good tool. You definitely do not want to lose tension in your core during these lifts. That is where you can injure yourself. So always be smart, track your numbers, sip on your water, stay moving, doing great. You'll notice that my rest periods are much longer right now. It's because I can't keep up the pace of before and do good quality reps. I haven't felt I was anywhere near failure yet, but I'm clearly working at a high capacity. I know this because right now I'm doing the talk test and I can barely make out good sentences without losing my breath, which is basically the perfect marker for working your strength and your conditioning. Okay. Closing in on 10 minutes left, the strategy has to change. I'm either going to switch to 3 reps or take longer breaks. I think this next round, I'm going to switch everything to 3 reps and see how it feels. Yeah, definitely gonna need to be 3 reps from now on. If you can keep going with 5, awesome. Don't worry about me. Just do the best you can. Remember, especially now, core tight, glutes tight, protect your low back. Take breaks when you need to, sip on water. Only good reps matter, okay? Keep going. under 4 minutes. A few more rounds. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh. Oh. 1 minute. Oh. Oh. Okay. Time to push. Holy shit. Good job. Clearly, doesn't have to be fancy to be very effective. Pace around, let your heart rate come down, shake things out, and only when you're ready, meaning when your heart rate has lowered significantly, follow along with this stretch. Pause the video if you need to, relax, be sure to stretch with me after you've taken a break. Good job. Coach San telling you to be strong, confident, and capable, but as always, kind, compassionate, and happy. We'll see you next time. Lay flat on your belly as shown. Relax your head. Place it on your hands. Breathe into the floor. Force the belly into the floor as you inhale. Exhale, let out all the tension in your body as best you can. Deep breathing, letting your body calm down. Keep that pattern going. When you're ready, start alternating, bending your knee, bringing your heel towards your butt, using whatever range of motion your body will allow. Don't move into any pain. Continue breathing, and one leg comes up and then back down. Do the same for the opposite. Continuing to breathe, completely relaxed. Nice work. When you're ready, get into a Sphinx pose where the elbows are underneath the shoulders, chest is high. Hold that position, keep breathing. And if you're able to, go back to alternating, bending the knees. Bringing the heel towards the butt, and then back down, alternating this pattern. This stretches out the front of the legs after all those squats. And if you're comfortable with it, get your hands underneath your shoulders and push the floor away. And we're going to do a modified back bend. Only go into whatever range of motion your body will allow. Do not move into any pain. We're going to come up, inhale, push the floor away, and then slowly back down towards the ground. Almost like you're doing push-ups, but the belly stays on the ground. The hips stay on the ground. Big back bend, pushing the floor away. Big inhale. Excellent. You got it. When you're ready, get into a tabletop position. So knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. We're going to hold that position for a few deep breaths. And when you're able to, we're going to start getting into cat and cow, where we bring our chin towards the pelvis and then the crown of the head towards the tailbone, massaging out the spine. Relax with this one, do the best you can. Flexing and extending the spine. And when you're ready, we're going to finish with a little bit of rocking back and forth. Very therapeutic for the low back, for the hips, for the groin. Excellent work.